Stop chasing people. Stop chasing attention. Stop begging to be chosen. Stop trying to convince people that you're worth keeping. The moment you understand your own value, everything changes. Because valuable people don't need to announce their value. They demonstrate it. They become disciplined. They become reliable. They become skilled. They become calm under pressure. They become rare. And when someone becomes rare, their presence becomes meaningful. Think about it. You don't appreciate something because it demands your attention. You appreciate it because it is difficult to replace. That's the kind of person you should become. Not someone who desperately needs everyone, but someone whose absence is genuinely felt. Don't become valuable because you want people to fear losing you. Become valuable because you respect yourself enough to become the best version of yourself. Build your character. Build your skills. Build your discipline. Build your peace. Build your life. Then, you won't have to chase anyone. The right people will recognize your value, and the wrong people will eventually realize what they lost. If you want to become valuable, become useful, learn something that other people need, develop skills that solve problems, learn how to communicate, learn how to think, learn how to lead, learn how to create, learn how to solve difficult problems, because the world rewards value, and value comes from what you can contribute. Don't spend your life trying to look impressive. Become impressive through your abilities. A person who knows how to solve problems is valuable. A person who can remain calm during chaos is valuable. A person who keeps their word is valuable. A person who can be trusted is valuable. A person who brings solutions instead of complaints is valuable. So stop asking, how can I get people to notice me? Ask, how can I become better? The more you improve, the more you have to offer. And the more you have to offer, the less you need to chase attention. Your value doesn't come from how many people know your name. It comes from the impact you can create. When your name is mentioned, there is something powerful about a person who cannot easily be shaken. When everyone is angry, you remain calm. When everyone is panicking, you think clearly. When someone insults you, you don't immediately react. When someone tries to provoke you, you don't give them control. This is rare. Most people are controlled by their emotions. They react. They argue. They explode. They say things they later regret. But emotional control is a superpower. You don't have to respond to everything. You don't have to win every argument. You don't have to prove you're right. Sometimes, silence is stronger. Sometimes, walking away is stronger. Sometimes, the most powerful response is no response. The calmer you become, the more powerful you become, because people begin to trust your presence. They know you won't fall apart when things become difficult. They know you can be counted on. And when people know they can count on you, you become rare. Anyone can be motivated, but discipline is different. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. You train when you're tired. You work when you're distracted. You study when entertainment is easier. You keep your promises, especially the promises you make to yourself. That's how you build self-respect. Every time you do what you said you would do, you become stronger. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you weaken your trust in yourself. So build discipline. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Control your impulses. Stop negotiating with your weaknesses. You don't need to become perfect. You need to become consistent, because consistency is rare, and anything rare has value. While other people are searching for shortcuts, you are building foundations. While others are looking for motivation, you are developing habits. And eventually, your discipline will become your identity. One of the most powerful things you can learn is how to be alone. Not lonely, alone. There is a difference. When you are comfortable alone, you stop accepting the wrong people. You stop chasing relationships just because you're afraid of being by yourself. You stop tolerating disrespect just to keep someone around. You realize your peace is valuable. Your time is valuable. Your attention is valuable. And you become selective about where you invest them. That's when your standards change. You don't need everyone. You need the right people. You don't need constant attention. You need meaningful connection. You don't need to be surrounded by crowds. You need to respect yourself. Even when nobody is watching, the person who is comfortable alone is difficult to manipulate because they aren't afraid of losing people. They know they can survive alone, and that's powerful. When you don't fear losing someone, you can finally love them freely without losing yourself. Your attention is a limited resource. Your time is limited. Your energy is limited. So stop giving unlimited access to people who offer you limited respect. You don't need to answer every message immediately. You don't need to attend every event. You don't need to explain every decision. You don't need to be available every second of every day. Being constantly available can make your presence feel ordinary, but when you have a purpose, you become selective. You protect your time. You protect your energy. You protect your focus. This doesn't mean you should become arrogant. It means you should become intentional. Give your attention to people who value it. Give your time to things that matter. Give your energy to your goals. Because every hour you spend is an hour you will never get back. Don't waste your life trying to be accessible to everyone. Build a life so meaningful that your attention has to be earned. Skills can make you valuable, but character makes you rare. Be the person who keeps their word. Be the person who shows up. Be the person who tells the truth, even when lying would be easier. Be the person who remains loyal when loyalty is inconvenient. Be the person who doesn't change based on who is watching, because character is who you are when nobody is looking. In a world where people are constantly trying to appear impressive, authenticity is rare. Integrity is rare. Loyalty is rare. Emotional stability is rare. Discipline is rare. And rare qualities create rare people. You don't need to be perfect, but you should be dependable. When people know that your word means something, they trust you. When they know that you won't abandon your principles, they respect you. And respect is far more powerful than attention. Don't chase popularity. Build character, because attention disappears. But character creates a reputation that lasts. Become so valuable that your presence makes a difference. Become so calm that people feel safe around you. Become so disciplined that your word can be trusted. Become so skilled that your work speaks for itself. Become so rare that replacing you isn't easy. But remember, this isn't about manipulating people. It's not about making people afraid. It's not about playing games. It's about becoming someone you would be proud to be. Someone with standards, someone with purpose, someone with self-respect, someone who knows how to walk away when something no longer aligns with their values. The goal isn't to make people fear losing access to you. The goal is to become the kind of person whose presence is naturally appreciated because you bring something meaningful. You bring peace. You bring wisdom. You bring discipline. You bring loyalty. You bring solutions. You bring strength. And when you become that person, you no longer need to chase anyone. You don't beg for attention. You don't compete for validation. You don't force relationships. You don't convince people of your worth. You simply live. You improve. You grow. You build. And the people who truly value you will recognize you. So become valuable. Become calm. Become disciplined. Become selective. Become rare. Build yourself so deeply that even if someone walks away, you don't lose yourself. And build yourself so well that the people who truly matter never want to lose you. Because the greatest form of power isn't being needed by everyone. It's knowing you can stand alone while still being someone worth having in your life. Become the person who is difficult to replace, not because you demand it, but because your character, your discipline, your peace, and your value make your presence impossible to ignore.